Hey guys, I know I've been a little AWOL lately and it's just still trying to unpack our house and set up a bunch of things, so I've been a little worn out. So I'm gonna actually do some, you know what, this one's actually open, let's use you. I'm gonna go through and do some of the Harry Potter mini guys, and then eventually I will do a bunch of the leftover stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to do what I got. So we're going to do our little ice mice for now. And I'm back to recording on my phone. I haven't really... I've had issues, so the GoPro would break up the videos. The camera that I got actually broke up the videos too, which I've never had happen. But it also saved it as a weird file, so I couldn't just directly upload from my computer. So for now, I'm just going to be using my phone, and I'm going to transfer I'm going to make a bunch of videos, and I'll just transfer them onto a memory card and post from the memory card. So that's what we're going to try and see how things go. So, right, a little bit of resin in first, so the mice have something to sit on. On the plus side, I feel like the house is starting to become more livable. Started unpacking all of our figurines this week, and I got to do the ones in the basement now, but got the upstairs done and ready to go. I just feel like I'm going to put those in, and then there's going to be an air bubble. Okay. And, yeah, just been doing a lot of stuff, so I've been trying to get in the craft room and do things, but a lot of nights I'm just kind of worn out from doing all my stuff, so I just kind of been vegging out and watching TV, but like I said, I'm going to try and get in here more and do stuff, because this is one of my fun things to do. It's one of the ways I like to relax. I've also been playing Hello Kitty. So Jordan went on a crazy spree now that the Switch 2 is out. Bought a bunch of Switch games because they're going to be a lot harder to find now that the Switch 2 has come out. And one of the games he got was the Hello Kitty game for me. And I won't lie, I've actually been having a lot of fun with it. But it's kind of one of those games you can get really sucked into because it kind of doesn't end. Alright, so I'm just checking the molds because I know there's some that need a bit more. I see your bowl. Alright. Those look good. Let's cure those. But there's also a lot of features I really have liked with recording with my phone. One of the big ones is that I can actually see what I'm recording. All the other ones, the screen goes blank after a while. I don't know, maybe I just need to play around with the camera a little bit more. But I just don't feel like I have the time or motivation to deal with it, so we're just gonna move on for now and do... Whoa, Zelda. Do things a little different. But I do find it crazy that July is almost over. And that there's 1 month and then it's back to school. Like a month from now, I will be back at school. I just don't think I'm quite ready for that. And more importantly, I don't think kids are ready for that. So we'll have to see how it goes. Meow. Oh, sorry. Talking to Zelda. She's liking it way better at this house. She only comes in the craft room if we have company, or Arlo and Tala are down here. Sometimes she'll just hide behind the couch, but this is kind of like her safety zone. But most of the time, if I'm down here, she's running all over the place. So it's actually been really, really nice to see. Oh, look at that. All right. Pop out the little mice. I do like this one. It's really cute. I'm excited to try out the ice mold I made. Maybe make some different colors. Maybe some little brown ones instead of white. Alright, so we got 4. Ah! Get back here. We got 4 left. Oh, crack my knuckle. But if you haven't got the Switch 2 yet, I really recommend it. The Mario Kart is pretty awesome. We had some friends over and played on a Friday night, last Friday night, and it was a lot of fun. We're not gonna run out. We're gonna have enough to make all 4 mice. Oh, squeeze the little bottle. Whew. Just barely. Alright. It's one of those times where you feel like there might be some more. It's just upside down. We'll put it upside down and see what happens when I go to do remixes. Because I try to get all the resin out of those bottles before I migrate on to new ones. So while those are curing, let's pop open I think these are those, it's those stupid sugar snaps. Or licorice snaps. Sugar snaps. So yeah, licorice snaps, definitely my least favorite. I think it would have been more fun if you actually got to like make the licorice guys. Oh. Why do I always have issues getting the lid toppers in, guys? Oh my god. Ow. Alright. Seriously. Alright. That took too much effort. Alright. Jar. Still not sure how I'm going to use the tissue paper. I might use it like wallpaper. That could be fun. We'll see. A lot of people have done like a checkerboard floor for their honeydukes. I kind of want wood because to me that feels more like what it would be like, but let's pull this ugly thing off too. Alright, I do like the little bags and stuff that come with these because you don't use the bags, but then you can use the bags for other stuff. Alright. Alright. I keep saying that, sorry guys. It's just where my brain is going today. I'm also really impressed that seal came off so well. Okay, I think I'm gonna try. Yeah, we have to dust it with glitter. I was gonna just try dipping it in glitter, but that's gonna end badly if I do it that way. But I think I can put a tissue underneath so that all the glitter doesn't go all over the place. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the chat here, but when I was younger, my aunt, love her to pieces. I have another story. I'll probably share in the next video. But she used to send me cards all the time when I was a kid. And she would put confetti in the card all the time. And my mom became very like, no, don't open that, because she knew. She knew what my aunt had sent, and she knew that it was going to be bad. Hang on. When I opened it, and there'd be, if I wasn't opened carefully, there would be confetti pieces everywhere. And we're getting stuff ordered for the wedding, and I decided to order a bunch of confetti to put on the tables. And since the tablecloths are black, I went with pumpkins and little ghosts, so you'll actually see them. But, and I know she'll never see this video because my aunt doesn't really do YouTube, so she'll probably never know. But next year is her 40th wedding anniversary. And I think I might have to send her a like giant card with glitter or confetti or something. But I remember those being like, I was always excited because it was always different confetti. So I was very excited every time that something came from her. And she was always, my aunt was always very creative too. She'd always have crafts to do with me. And she lived out in Ontario, so she didn't always come out. Usually once a year, I feel like, roughly, we would see them. Or at least her, if my uncle had to work, because he was a engineer. And then when she went to Japan, we really didn't see much of her. But she would always send me really cool stuff. And I was actually putting out my... Put some more glitter on some of this. Putting out my... There's a lot of glitter on these. Putting out my Pokemon stuff. And I will say, I have quite a good collection. And a fair amount came from her. She used to send me stuff, and she was always very concerned that it was stuff that was good or things like that. And she, one time she went in, she found a random kid and asked him what were good toys. And so she was always the aunt that wanted to make sure that I got stuff that I wanted and stuff that, I mean, I still have all those toys. I kept all that Pokemon stuff. So I love it because it reminds me of her. And I also have like original Japanese cards that she... Oh, I spilled glitter anyway. That she sent. So I still have all of those. My students find those really cool. I don't blame them. It's a little bit different style than what we're used to seeing in Canada for cards. But I still remember the one time. I don't think you could do it now because of the light bulbs we use. But we made light bulb maracas. So you needed incandescent bulbs because they're glass. And you basically paper mache the stuffing out of them. And then you go outside and you beat them against... we did concrete steps, I believe, or wood step. I don't know. You beat it against the ground, break the bulbs. So then they rattle and shake inside. And you might have to patch a few places because you get a little too into the smashing them on the ground. But I still have them. They were a lot of fun, and she was just... one of my favorites, honestly, because we did a lot of fun stuff together. Okay. Let's open my jar. So they're kind of stuck to the tray a little bit, but yeah, pull hard enough, they pop off. But at least they cure all the way through. But I definitely think it's important to have some creative people in your corner, because it's what a lot of people enjoy. Like, I feel nowadays most kids are more into video games or games on their phone and don't actually do a lot of this kind of stuff. So that kind of bums me out, honestly, because I used to have so much fun with just regular toys that you got at the store. And I know me and Jordan, when we were down in Edmonton, we had time to kill. And Jordan's niece's birthday is this week, or this weekend. And then his nephew's birthday is in October. So we're like, well, we might as well go looking for some stuff while we're in Edmonton. And we had some, like I said, we had some time. So we're like, oh, let's go wander around Toys R Us. Because sometimes we found, like, you know, Pokemon cards or other things like that. I did find a really cool Lego thing, which I gotta start building my Legos. But there's not a lot for toys in toy stores anymore. And it's kind of disheartening to think that, you know, most kids are more into like playing games on their tablets or their, and that, because it's, I don't know, I enjoyed the imagination part. Uh-oh. I heard footsteps. Footsteps usually mean Jordan's coming down the stairs. That's what it sounded like. Alright. So, this is a different way that I've done these sugar snaps. I kind of like this way better than trying to use that stupid little paintbrush. I won't lie, I sometimes resent the tools they give you to paint stuff on. Alright, so I'm going to stop this video here, and I will see you guys in the next video.